Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Micro Starcraft 2. Today I am going to show you the 3 wax push against Protoss. I know I built this build before, I showed you guys this build before against the Zerg, but this totally works against Protoss, and actually works very well against someone who builds a lot of stalkers against Terran, or against someone who early expands. And the whole point of this build is to sacrifice your economy, but to get 3 racks up really fast and continuously produce Marines and Marauder from those barracks. And 9 population, what you want to do is you want to throw down a supply depot at the ramp. I know I should have sent this SCV a little bit later to build this supply depot just as when my SCV gets there, but it was a bad timing, so that was my bad. But you do want to continue building SCV as you're building the supply depot, but stop building SCV when your supply depot is done and wait until you get 150 minerals to start building your barracks. Your barracks should go down at 10 population. That is a very fast barracks. And then resume SCV production. Remember, this does hurt your economy a lot, but it does produce you a fair amount of army units to make your push when it is time. Let's take a look at the Protoss. The Protoss is his gateway is still about halfway up in very standard opening, and he does have a probe out to scout me. And at 13 population you want to throw down your refinery. At 12 population you want to throw down your refinery. And once your barracks is done, you should start researching orbital command at 12 population. Remember, you're sacrificing a lot of your economy for this fast build, and make sure you saturate your refinery. And when you have just enough minerals, you should start building your second barracks. This barracks is again a little bit late, and then now you should be producing a tech lab for your first barracks, and use your mill and keep on producing SCVs. Remember, you built your second barracks at 13 population. And once your first barracks tech lab is done, build your first Marauder. Remember, don't get supply capped, so build your second supply depot at 17 population. Yeah, look at this probe, just stuck here. And as soon as the second barracks is done, build your reactor. And at 17 population, build your barracks again. The placement of my barracks is actually very poor, because if he would have suicided his probe onto the ramp, he would have seen all 3 of these barracks. I would suggest you to build these 2 barracks somewhere in the back. And make sure you do research the concussive shells for your Marauders. That is very important. Once your second barracks is done, make sure you continuously produce Marines and Marauders from your barracks. And at 35 population is the key moment when you push out. And that should be around 6 minute to 6 minute 15 seconds mark. And remember, never ever get supply capped. Once you're supply capped, you're gonna be wasting about 30 seconds to build that supply depot, and then another 20 seconds to build like your Marines and Marauders. So that would totally delay your reinforcements by about a minute game time. That really hurts you. So don't get supply capped. If you get supply capped, you're pretty much screwed. If you do get supply capped, and if you do have 50 energy, use the supply drop. So now I'm about 33 population and almost 35, so this is time I'm going to push out. And I did kill that little probe right there. And make sure you have your reinforcements attached to rally them to one of your units. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Okay, see, I'm doing that now. Make sure you have your units rallied to your main force. And because this is yeah, our bases are just across a cliff. I anticipated that my Protoss enemy would be going Void Rays, which he is, and I'm trying to make the attack before his Void Ray actually gets to my base, and he made a mistake. If he made this Void Ray to go to my base and harass me, I probably wouldn't have attacked. But since he didn't attack, I just made my chance and went up the ramp. And with a constant force of reinforcements, I have about 9 Marines right here, and that's just enough to take care of the enemy's 2 Void Rays. And he has almost nothing right now. Alright, there we go. And he's sending his 2 Void Rays. I'm sending all my Marines to take care of them, and he's also sending his probes. So you gotta micro your Marines a little bit, make sure don't let them die. If they die, there's nothing to take care of the Void Rays. And he's just not microing those Void Rays. I think he know that he already lost. I mean, he should really have micro those Void Rays, but too bad for him. And this is game, and he left the game without saying good game. You know, that's his fault for building those Void Rays. This build also works very well against a Protoss that's going 3 to 4 gateway push and stuff like that. Against Immortals, just build more Marines than Marauders. And if you do actually see one of these Stargates, just to make sure you switch one of your tech labs to a reactor. And if you happen to be having these 2 tech labs and 1 reactor, just start building your Marauders and start pouring Marines out of your barracks, and start researching the combat shield upgrade, because you do need that to fight the enemy Void Rays. I think this is about it. But yeah, this build that I showed you heavily sacrifices your economy. So there's actually another build that's more stable. It's you open up with a standard orbital command opening, you know, 10 supply depot, 12 barracks, 13 refinery, 15 orbital command, and then you build a barracks at 17 and then another one at 18, and you push out just a little bit. I say about half a minute to 1 minute late, but this one sacrifices a lot of economy to get the early surprise behind the butt, you know, kind of surprise for the Protoss. And well, yeah, this is it. So thank you guys. Oh, and also your one base could actually support to about 3.5 barracks. So if the enemy is struggling, just build 1 more barracks with a tech lab or with a reactor, whichever one you see fit. 4 reactors could definitely finish off a struggling Protoss. You can also research a stim pack to finish them off. So this is the build that got me into Platinum League. You know, I just do this all day against Protoss, and eventually someone will beat me if they have something like a Dark Templar or something. But usually, if you're not completely ready for this all-in push in the beginning, it's very difficult to handle this as a Protoss. Alright, thank you guys very much. And if you do think there's something wrong with my build order, or you have suggestions and questions, just leave it in the comments section below. I do look at my comments every day, so if you have a question or anything like that, I'll do my best to answer them for you. So if you like this, please subscribe. Thank you.